guys, it's Dotskeeper, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to fold this rat. Basically, you want to start with really thick paper, such as tent paper or like damp tissue paper. Or so right here I have a big tent paper, but it's too big to fit on the screen, so I'm just going to use kami. So I don't think you should use kami, but you can use kami, but in some parts the paper might rip. So since I'm just gonna do a little bit, and then when I get to that stage, I'm gonna like fold the exact same thing on this paper, and then use the tent paper, cause yeah. So you want to start white side up, and you want to fold this corner to this corner over here. So basically we're making over here, and you want to crease. So I'm using a 10-inch square of kami, but I think if you want this type of size of a rat, I think you should use a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter. So now you want to unfold the model. Okay, so now you want to fold this edge to the center piece right here. So we're basically doing this. Okay, now you want to fold this edge to the center piece too. So basically, I think when you're going to fold up a 10-inch square, the thing might be a little tinier, so yeah. So you can fold out a bigger paper. Okay, so now you want to unfold, and you want to refold this crease over here. So basically, it's kind of like this, right? So now you want to rotate, and you kind of want to make like a crease from here to here. So from basically here to like somewhere over here. So this point over here to this somewhere over here. So basically you want to kind of like lift it up, and you kind of want to just fold from this point, and you want this edge to be flush with this or line up with this edge over here. So this edge is going to be lined up over here, and this corner, this part is going to matched right here. And we're not going to put it over here because the crease over here is it's not matching, so you want them to touch, and this part has to be flush, and well, basically they have to line up like this. So this is what you want it to be. So now you want to squash fold this. So basically you want to open this up, right? So we're taking this pocket and we're opening it up. This is, and you kind of want to just like go all the way to the end. So I'm putting my finger through, and you kind of want to just squash down like that. So okay, so now you want to turn one page over, and then you want to open one, and then you kind of want to open a pocket, and you want to squash again. So stick your finger all the way through, and you kind of want to just like flatten this part over here, and basically just make sure this part is aligned with this part. So, and you want to crease all the way. Okay, so now you want to kind of just like roll it up. We're not gonna actually roll it up. We're kind of like just moving it so like all the creases are familiar here. So, and we're just gonna put this edge and line it up with over here. So it's basically kind of, you're matching this edge to this edge over here. So this edge to this edge. And kind of when you just keep on running your finger and it kind of ends in a point, you kind of want to look over here, and you see this crease over here, so you see this crease over here, you kind of want this to match the crease, so it lines up like that. So it's basically kind of like that. See, because this crease matches this part. Okay, now we made one part, and we're going to repeat to this side, and what we're going to do is we're going to line this up, right? Just go all the way, and you want to make sure these two line up. Make sure they line up really perfect. Make sure they line up perfectly. And you kind of just want to bring it down. Fold it up and bring it down. And you want to turn this page over to the left. So you're turning like this, okay? So now you want to flip the whole thing over, right? So I have this part over here. And you kind of want to repeat the exact same thing. So what you want to do is you want to fold to the left and right. Open this pocket. And you kind of want to just squash it. Bring your finger all the way through. And you want to squash, and you make sure this center crease over here lines up over here. So it matches. And basically you want to do that. Crease really sharply. Right? And you kind of want to just like roll it up, kind of. And you want to line up this edge over here. Like that. And make sure this one lines up with the crease over here. Like that. Okay, now you want to repeat on this side. Want to match it. Like that. Like all the way. And then match it with this crease over here. And then you can basically bring it up and down. And you want to turn this page to the left again. Okay, so now we're just going to rotate, and we're going to basically turn this whole page over. And we're just going to take this whole flap right here. And we're just going to squash. We're not going to squash right now. So you just don't squash this yet. And then you want to kind of just flip it over. And you want this center crease to match up with the center crease. So these two match up. You can see these two match up. And you kind of want to just squash everything. Like that. Okay, so basically you want to flip it over, right? And you want to basically kind of flip this. So we're just going to squash fold this part. Before we squash, we want to make this point sharp so the mouse looks nice. So we're just kind of like going to stick our finger all through, all the way in, like that. Just stick it all the way in, right? And basically, like this. We're just gonna kind of just pinch on this part, so this part is gonna be sharp, like this. And we just want to squash the whole thing. So you want to kind of start out with this part. Make sure this part aligns over here, like that. So you want to make sure this part aligns with this part, and we're just gonna kind of just round this out, just kind of pinch over here. So we kind of have this sharpness, this part nice and sharp. You can just kind of adjust it a little bit. Like that. Just fix it a little bit. So now I kind of just squashed everything, make sure everything is lined. This part is sharp. Right here, it's not kind of like, you see this part is kind of sticking out. Just like adjust it, maybe like that. And that will be pretty good. So now we're just gonna flip this over. And we're gonna do the exact same thing to the left side. So you wanna kind of just flip it over the page, right? And you want to kind of put it in the center, open this pocket all the way through, and you kind of want to just squash it like this. Make sure this tip, so first you want to make sure the tip is nicely basically sharp. And basically you just want to line the center of the center and do all this stuff. And then you can now squash everything. Okay, that was kind of messy. Okay, so now you want to bring it to the center. Make sure everything's nice. And you want to flip it over. So now you want to bring this flap up. So it's like this. And this is kind of like the tricky part. There's like a lot of steps to this. So you want to bring this part all the way up to here. So how we're going to do that is we're basically just going to take only one layer, not 2 layers, only one. And basically we're just going to folding on this crease over here, like this. We're going to line up this with this. So it's like this, right? And basically we're trying to, so let's see we do that. This is the inside. So I'm basically doing this. Like that, and I'm kind of rotating it, so I'm keeping my finger over there. And you kind of want to rotate it. And basically what you want to do is you want to kind of like flatten this part. So it's like that. I kind of want to flatten like this part. And like that. And basically, so this part is kind of flat, this. And you see, make like a corner over here, so you kind of want to run your finger all the way to the end, so like there's no more to go. So it's kind of like all like this, right? And what you want to do is you want to see this crease over here. This right now is a valley fold, and you want to make it a mountain fold, so you want to kind of just flip everything over. This is kind of fun. Okay, but everything's wrinkly. So now that this part is all a mountain fold. Wait, let me just fix everything. Okay, so now everything is mountain fold. We see we kind of like made something. So what we did is basically we made this little thing, and you kind of want to just squash down and kind of just pinch along this part. See, this part is not flat yet. And you want to just pinch everything along, and you just want to just kind of run your finger all the way down and squash this part. So now that it was kind of complicated, you can just watch it over and over again, and you will get that. I'm just gonna fix this. Okay, so that's good. So now what we want to do is basically we're just gonna bring this part up to this. So you kind of just want to do this. I know this part will be up, but we're just gonna line this up over here, and we just want to crease along the whole thing, so it meets like the end point like we did before. There's like no room to go, and basically you just kind of want to squash. So this part will automatically kind of squash. So you see there's already a fold over here, right? We already have a fold over here, so we can just keep that folded, and we can just squash everything. Make sure this part aligns with the center crease. Squash everything. It's kind of like that. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to reverse fold this part. So you want to kind of open it up, right? And you want to kind of, well, you want to fold on this part. So basically there's this flap over here. We can just fold it like that first, all the way it can go. And so we have like a kind of like a crease mark. So when we open it up, we see the creases and we can fold on that crease. So we're making a mountain fold. Well, right now, in my perspective, if you look on top, it's going to be a valley fold. But if you look over here, it's going to be a mountain fold. So valley fold, and a mountain fold over here. So I want to just pinch on top. And a valley fold right over here. Okay, I'm just going to fix this a little bit. And you want to fold over here. Okay, so now we're going to reverse fold to the exact same thing. So we're going to fold on top of this. Right? Open it up. So it's like this. Valley fold. Mountain fold. And valley fold. So we reverse folded and we have one side complete. So we have the left side complete. And let's move on to the right side. So basically we're going to repeat the exact same thing about what we did. So we can just kind of, so what we did is basically we're just going to put this part, we're going to match this over here. So we're going to bring this up over here. And there's a crease that we're going to use over here. So it's like this. Bring it all the way up. We're only going to bring one layer, not two layers, remember? And just keep it all up. Like that, and you want to just rotate, and you see there's this little crease, so we kind of just want to flatten everything out, and you kind of want to bring this down like that. Okay, so now we're just gonna make a mountain fold again on this crease. So basically we're just kind of we're gonna flatten this part kind of like that, and these two match as like that. So we kind of just want to flatten this part, right? And then you kind of made a fold over here automatically, so you want to just run till you can't really run anymore. And basically you want to, we're gonna reverse this fold into a mountain fold. So it was a valley, and we're gonna reverse it to a mountain fold. So now that it's a mountain, it's kind of just gonna collapse all together all at once. Okay, so now we're just gonna flatten everything. Right, so this part is all flattened. And you just wanna run and squash this part. Okay, I'm just gonna fix this. This part is kind of messy. See, like the white is sticking out. Okay, that's kind of better. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to bring this part to this corner. Well, this point over here. This part will stick up, so I'm just going to rotate so you can all see. I'm going to fold this up. This part is going to stick up, so I don't really care about that part. So you want this to match up with this, right? Crease as far as you can. So just run all the way. So it meets the end point. Crease sharply. And you kind of, remember, you already made a crease over here, right? So you want to move it like that. And basically you want to match this with the center crease. I know this part might be a little thick, so I'm just going to adjust this part. Okay, now you want to fold down everything. And you have this step. And so basically, you want to fold this up. So it's like that. And you want to open this up. Put this in. So it's flattened like that. And you want to repeat, basically do that thing. Fold it up. Open this. Do that. And basically, that's all you want to do. Okay, so this is just the hard part, and this is going to just be part 1. So I think I'll see you in the next video. Bye.